Dr. 260, American 3085.
Okay, so.
American 3085, contact near and approach for the resequence on 135.9, American 35.9.
35.9er, American 3085.
Okay, she doesn't ask him.
New York American 3085, with you 2000.
American 3085, there's pressure to contact, you want to try Island Surround right again?
Yeah, we do. For some reason, the plane wasn't accepting that approach, so we had to, we completely reset it.
Okay, there you go. He's finally giving you the answer for why they went around the second time. That's why I call the Airbus the flying laptop. For why they went around the second time. It's, I know I'm going to hear it in the comments from you Airbus guys, but it's a computer with an airplane attached to it. A Boeing is an airplane that has a computer that assists it. And these guys now are wrestling with the laptop-ish part of the Airbus. They just flew the 31 right, which is the one where they had to go around the flare, right? And it was apparently loaded in then, and it was fine. They got them all the way to the runway, got them to the flare, but the gusting and maybe rotating a little too early, whatever, you know, all of that stuff, or going in the flare too early, you know, got them. They came back around, and why are they loading the approach in again? Well, it's something that dropped out. They had to put it back in again, and now this time, for some unexplained reason, it won't accept it. So it's not accepting the approach. They have to have it in because presumably the ceiling is low enough that they have to fly and have it in the box. They can't just do a visual approach to 31 right. So they come around for a second time, wrestling with the automation, wrestling with the technology on the airplane. And again, this is something that, you know, the automation and the technology has been great over the years. It has really helped to make aviation a lot safer, but it increases the workload on one level for pilots when you get into a situation like this. And a lot of pilots now these days, because we've had a pilot shortage since 2009, and that pilot shortage has made it so that you have to kind of, you know, train as many pilots as you possibly can to get up to speed so they can get their ATP certifications and get on with an airline. But we're, instead of stick and rudder, actually, you know, like flying hands-on flying the airplane, we're training them more to turning dials and pushing buttons. And so now every pilot is kind of dependent on the dials and the buttons. And so you see that in a lot of these incidents that I'm talking about these days. So these guys now, they're wrestling with the automation, the dials and the buttons. Are they going to get it right the third time around? Well, hang in there, let's see.
Okay, no worries, we'll get you right back in. Turn left heading 140, maintain 2000.
140, maintain 2000, American 3085.
All right, so we're going to put them on super speed again to get them around.
American 3085, 4 from 2 west, clear to ILS, runway 31 right, approach speed 170.
170 knots, clear the ILS. 31 right, American 3085.
Now at this point, they haven't said anything about having a problem with the automation, right? They said we had a problem with getting the approach set in the box. We've come all the way around again, haven't said a word. All right, here they go. Attempt number 3.
American 3085, contact tower 119.1, good day.
191, American 3085.
Okay, switching tower again.
American 3085, I'm sorry, we're having a problem setting up our box. We're gonna have to go around and try to get this figured out.
Okay, so, all right, I'm lost here now at this point. They've come around a third time. They've been cleared for the approach a third time. They're on final approach a third time. And they still didn't get the box set. They're still, these guys are way behind the airplane. When I mean way behind the airplane, they should have had all of that set up before they even accepted the approach or even turned back in. They should have said, hey, we're not ready for the approach. We got to go out and do something else. You know, they're still trying to get the box to work because they're probably getting low on fuel at this point, do you think? Okay. We're going to hear more about that in a minute as well. So here they go. All right. Go around number 3.
American 3085, Roger. Go around, fly runway heading, maintain 2000.
Maintain 2000, go around runway heading American 3085.
Yeah. And the pilot's voice is getting a little exasperated.
Left heading 220.
220, American 3085.
He's a little bit short on the radio. And I think he's probably a little bit upset with his co-pilot, maybe. Don't know, can't say. He's a little upset with the situation. Having to go around for a third time is really kind of, it's semi-embarrassing. But wrestling with the technology and that frustration. Think about the times that you want to take your laptop and just like throw it off the bridge. that frustration, you know, pilots are not immune to that, and so he's in the airplane going, why can't I get this stuff to work? Okay.
American 35, you can contact the air approach 125.7 for the resequence.
125.7, thanks, Mike 3085.
Everybody's going to be exchanging Christmas cards because they're all getting to be really close friends.
And approach American 3085 with you right now at 2000.
American 3085, the air approach, body 220, maintain 2000, advise on 10.
220 heading 2000, and can you just give us some delay vectors? We've got some issue with our box. It won't allow us to sequence the landing.
It won't allow us to sequence the landing. They're wrestling with the computer. They shouldn't be wrestling with the computer. They should be able to override and tell it to do whatever they want it to, but they're wrestling with the computer. And on an Airbus, you have to make the computer happy. If you don't, it just is not flexible in that way. Here we go. Delay vectors.
And American 35, yes, you can just fly heading 220 and let us know when you're ready.
We'll go 220 for now, American 3085.
All right, so they're going to head down to the south for a little bit. We're going to speed it up for you because these guys take a little bit of
American
time.
3085, we're ready to come back.
All right, now they're ready to come back.
American 3085, roger.
All right. See if the fourth time is the charm.
American 3085, turn left heading 040.
040, American 3085.
Now, there's something coming up here in a minute that you want to pay attention to. There's actually two things, all right? What happens on short final?
340, intercept 31 right, localize.
340, intercept 09, localize, maintain 3085.
Okay, we've heard that clearance before. 340 to intercept the localizer. In they come.
3085, you have 20 miles from Bill Lab, you have cleared our last runway 31 right approach.
There's the island 309 approach, American 3085.
Now, they took these guys way out. They're 20 miles away from Zulab. That's a long ways out. Right? They got a lot of time to figure out their issues.
10, American 3085.
I'm going to presume that they've got the computer done this time correctly.
Well, it's probably boy RaJuR really cool. Thanking the Most High for the opportunity to be able to see you guys once again. Hopefully everybody's doing well and chilling. I was about to eat, yo. I just came from RaJuR's Scent Masters. Went and saw Rod again, second time in 2 weeks. Last week, you might see I picked up Amber Kiso. Right there, Amber Kiso. So I picked that up last week. And today I went back up there, really just to, kind of take a ride. I wanted to get out because I'm working tomorrow. Got 2 rides to Newark Airport as far as I know right now. So I figured, well, hey, let me go ahead over and get out the door and take a ride. So it wasn't just going to be King of Prussia. But now, I decided, all right, we ain't going to do that. What's going on, Tricker Toes? Good to see you. Glad you stopped by. And thank you for the $5 for the scent thing, the scent spray the other day. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Yeah, so pretty much, all right, what's up, bro? Pretty much, I really didn't know what I was gonna get. I kind of went out there because I knew I had smelled a couple. Twinkle Toes went out there, and she grabbed one. Actually, that I smelled last week. She ended up getting it. And excuse me, she ended up getting the one I smelled last week, even though I didn't go back up there to get that. He had such a really good price on bow makers, because of course, again, I got Amber Kiso last week, so I was gonna get bow makers to match. You know what I mean? I like to find matches, and then I thought about going to Perfumology and getting my match for, Vietnam hypnotic meditation. I was gonna think about probably getting Mooncake and put that on the other side. It's all about staging the cage, you know what I mean? No, I didn't get it, man. I decided to try to get something else. That's why I ended up going out to what you call 'em? To scent. I just like to buy. Sometimes I don't mind buying offline and waiting for it to come, but nah, man, I'm just a store visitor, man. I'm sorry. I gotta go to a store. I want to visit. I want to feel the ambiance. I want to talk to people. I want to talk to Raj or Near or Ellen at Neiman's or wherever I go. I got relationships there with these people, so I want to go. Sammy at Nordstrom's. I want to talk to her. So yeah, I just like to go places and talk, man. So I decided, no, leave that alone. I'll buy my money from somewhere personally And that was it. So took her right out there, and like I said, she didn't know what she wanted. I didn't know what I wanted. So we got to spraying around, and I'm gonna look up a couple that I sprayed out. One of them, I think a couple of them I forgot, but I know I'm just gonna guess around that maybe the one that I sprayed out that I can't remember. I mean, I'm not even probably. I don't know why I'm trying to use this computer. This computer does not let me do anything on for granted. I can't type in anything and find it on for granted. It's like this is just the craziest thing. And I think it's cause I mean I know my computer is kind of old, but come on, man, for Grantica, and I'm trying to find a fragrance and just won't even look it up. There's always something, man. Now I'm trying to hit search, and it's not going to do anything. It's not going to search anything. It says search perfumes. I type in a perfume, and I'll just type in anything. What y'all want? Y'all like Sauvage? Y'all love Sauvage. I type in Sauvage and hit the return button. Nothing happens. I don't know what's wrong, man. They got this new interface or something. I don't know what this new interface thing they're doing. Talking about you want to use the old interface or the new interface, and I just think that this doesn't work with my computer. Perfume Finder. I tried doing that yesterday. Still can't look up anything. And I don't know, man. I just give up. So let me just not even use this anymore. This computer is just not working with Forgranica. I guess maybe I got to update the computer. I don't know. I want to keep talking about it. I'm just going to use one of my phones and blah, blah, blah. I know the last scene for $50. Again, but you're not, once again, brother, when I knew I was going to possibly go out to a store, I'd rather buy from a store with the people I know than to buy online. Now, if it's something I really can't find that I like, then I will probably, all right, cool, I'll go ahead and buy it online. But for the most part, I'd rather go to a store. I'd rather go in and meet my people, say hi to them, shake hands, talk stuff. Me and Raj talking, and Twinkle Toes is there. I enjoy that. I enjoy that more than just finding a deal on what's going. So that's why I ain't get it, okay? But I appreciate you looking out for me, all right? All right, so anyway, I'm still going to try to get this thing to load up the fragrance that I want to talk about on for Granica, and the computer just won't let it happen. It's probably blocked, I don't know. So forget it. So let me use one of my phones here, and I use the phone to sound on to for Granica so I can talk about something. I'll tell you, man, computers can really be a pain behind. I got 25 laptops, and this is the only one that don't want to do any searching on for Granica. Hot mess. All right, so I think I looked it up because I see it almost like showed up on for Granica as soon as I signed in. So it was one. See, they got this new thing going on. I don't know what it is. All right, so it was by Goldfield and Banks. And when I got to talking to him, I was like, yeah, man, well, I really like this, I like that. So he was like, well, try the Moss. Yo, man, it's not even looking up anything on my phone. Yo, we're something up with this new for Granica thing. I don't know what's going on, bro. I just typed in a fragrance. I don't know how you're supposed to get in here. All right, hold on. I just touched on Goldfield and Banks. This is really weird, man. I don't know what's going on for Granica right now, but anyway, let me see if I can go to everything on the line. All right. So I smelled right on Soradora Venusa. Okay, Venudia. Sounds very interesting, bro. So Raj said, I know I like Ingenious Ginger. So I already knew what that was. So he said, we'll try the Pacific Rock Moss, I think it was. And I sprayed, that was still too light for me, but I still was kind of liking it. In fact, I still smelled it on my arm. I was kind of liking it though. I'm like, all right. Bought Amber now. Oh, it's just saying something about some kind of thing, and it said bought Amber now. Not sure, but that's what it says. I'm not sure what you meant. You probably got to retype that. It just says bought Amber now. All right, so I smelled that, and then I smelled Wood Infusion, which is okay. Silky Woods, I already knew what that smelled like. Son of the Day, Sin of the Day from Vermont Life. Tales of Amber. Now this thing I smell, and I think that's what I'm smelling on my hand. It's just making me want to just. This got to be it. Irish powdery, amber, musky, earthy, ooh, cinnamon, chamomile. It is, cause I smell the cinnamon. This thing is delicious. I just didn't want to pay that much money for it. Max Aroma got it for $3.70. Jones Shop had it for $2.44. And I think Raj had it for around $2.50. And I really didn't want to spend that much, but I ended up spending that much anyway. And I'll show you what I spent in a few. All right. So then I sprayed Rebello, which is what I was gonna get as well, because I really like Rebello. Is it Rebello? No. Rebello is the Liquid Imagineers. What is the joint that was up there, Trickle Toes? What was it called? The one you bought. Duh. What's up, Z-War? The one that you picked up. Which one you pick up? The streaming's in. Which one did you pick up? Rebelle Trois? Rebelle? Or I'll just look it up. No, you didn't pick up Ethro. You picked up LaBelle. I just got it from Rebello. RABELLO. That's not it. I guess I'm spelling it wrong. R-E? No, it's RABBELLO. You know what? I'll just type in Little Arts to Sin, because I don't know. I'm still waiting for Trickle Toes to show me, but she ain't showing me anything. I'll look it up. Le Artisan, remember. I don't know. Remember, it just says remember. Nope. Le Artisan. I'm trying to find the one I was gonna get today, and she ended up picking it up. Le Artisan, de Parfumeur. I'm looking it up. I know it's Rebello, R-E. Anyway, I was gonna get that last week. I decided to get whatchamacallit instead, Amber instead. I went back, and I think they have it on the 50 mil, so I'm glad I didn't get it. There you go, Repel Trois. I don't know what you typed. It didn't come up Repel Trois, it came up Remember. So I'm not sure what's going on your computer over there, young lady, but your phone. All right, cool. Laying low. All right, so the one I was gonna get, but I ended up not getting is, wow, they don't even have it. It's not even here. Ain't that crazy? Why can't you type it in? Why can't you type it on the thing? All right, I'll just PP. There we go. Okay. Why can't you type it in the whatchamacallit here on YouTube? That's kind of weird. I want to make sure because I don't know what's going on, man. Anyway, white floral, woody, honey, aromatic, fresh, spicy, herbal, latonic, powdery, musky, and sweet. Really like it. I sprayed it right. Yeah, it come up. Remember, look at what you type and see what it says. It says remember, right? Because I'm looking at remember. I'm looking at some arrows, A and remember. Doesn't say Repello. But anyway, now we know what it is. I don't think Lucky City carrying it because it's an old fragrance. Repello is a real old fragrance. Yep, so Lucky sitting there ain't carrying it anymore. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Who knows? We'll keep it pushing. I'm not sure what's going on with these computers and stuff. My computer ain't picking up nothing. This ain't working. Whatever. All right. So anyway, Repello by Liata Parfumier is a woody fragrance, musky, body big, top notes gin, Szechuan pepper, middle notes gardenia incense, base notes honey, sandalwood, and musk. Now I'll tell you, I sprayed that. My other hand is actually on the other hand, but I sprayed it right here. I still smell it. I still smell that. So Repeller is definitely on the list. Repel. I'm gonna see if I can find it. Wu-Tron and Dutra did it, and I want to see if I can find it cheaper somewhere. And I want to get it a 50 bill. It says Amazon. That's right. She said Amazon has it. So I'm going to Amazon, and they have a 4.2. See? That's the thing. You click on Amazon for something, you click on it, you don't know what you're going to get. She said she clicked on Amazon for Granica and ended up getting that. This is what I got when I clicked on Amazon. You see Repel up top. There it is. Repel Trois. And look where it took me to. Aqua de Palma. See, just never know what you're going to get anywhere no more. I don't know. It kind of frustrates me. I'm just trying to doggone get stuff done here so I can eat. And the goddamn thing take you to goddamn not even where you want to go. Unbelievable. But it is what it is. PPELL. Let me go back to for Granica again. But anyway, the rock moss didn't work for me. So yeah, I didn't get the rock moss. It was too light. I mean, I did kind of smell it, but it was just too light, so I let it go. All right. You see, there's 5 on Amazon, but no, there's right now there's no 5 on Amazon or buy online on what you call them. I just tap. Here it is. I tap Amazon. You see, there's 5 of these Trois on Amazon, and all I'm getting is Aqua de Palma. I don't know, man. Look, I ain't got all day. I ain't gonna waste some more time looking at Amazon trying to get Repaka Leather Blah. It ain't gonna happen. So that being said, I like that fragrance. That was a good fragrance as well. All right, but now it's actually starting to kind of go away. But it's been on for like, wow, I got there 3 o'clock maybe even before that. So it's supposed to have gone. My man talked good about it. Joy Amin, he talked good about it, and that was it. So listen, I'm tired. I'm ready to eat. It's getting late. I gotta eat. I got my reserve hummus right here, and I'm also gonna mix it with the rest of my guacamole, and then we're gonna dip in some chips, and I'm gonna look at some reviews and see what else is gonna be on my hit list. That's it. We're gonna pop this in a minute. This is what I bought today. So let me look it up and get it on, because my computer ain't gonna find nothing. Ain't gonna find nothing. Computer's just out of order. I can look for anything else. Max Roma loads that up all day. Anything else? Not loading up nothing. For Granica, not gonna do anything. I guess you just really gotta put it in there for Granica and the fragrance all together, so I don't know. But what I'm gonna show you today is from the house. Never bought anything from this house. From the house of Atelier Materi Haute Parfume Francis, and it is called Black Oregano. I was about to buy something else. Like I said, I went to buy a Bowmaker. And then I got up there, and of course, when you get the rod, you start to smelling, I'm like, man, Black. I gotta type the whole name in, and maybe I can get to what I'm trying to get to. Or Reg. And he said, well, I think you'll like this one. So I'm like, all right. So then he sprayed it on me. I'm like, bro. But the notes was like, I wasn't really feeling the notes, right? So it's aromatic, woody, fresh, spicy, warm, spicy, citrus, oud, leather, patchouli, earthy, and amber, right? I'm like, man, shoot, I ain't getting that. Max Roma got it for $2.90. You can buy the Fragrance Net. I would never buy anything from Fragrance Net. And you can buy it on Lucky Scent. Let's see if Lucky Scent has it. Max Roma has it for $2.90. I guess maybe I got for Granica blocked or something. Lucky Scent has it for, wow. Lucky Scent does not even have it. They do have the Discovery set, but they don't even have this fragrance. Look at that. They don't even have this fragrance at Lucky Scent. Well, how lucky am I to go to Rod's studio? That's what I do. All right. So let's pop it and crack it and see what's going on with it. All right. And of course, we like to make sure we keep our boxes because we're gonna probably put it up top there. Yes, it's going up top because this bad boy is something special. So more than likely, this fragrance is going to the tippy top. Yeah, it's going to the top cage. So let's go ahead and pop it. Bam, and I'm going to eat. All right, where's my cutter? Go ahead on. I cut the bottom of my boxes because I am going to retape them, but I don't want to wreck it. And they usually put this little seal on here. So check out Repel. I did want that. Twinkle Toes bought that. All right, she got that one, and I was like, all right, cool. And then to spending $200 something I didn't want to spend, but I spent it, and that means I'm not going to eat. And what had the nerve to want to go out and eat somewhere spending $40? Unbelievable. I'm glad the places we was gonna go to couldn't get in. Went and bought me some chips and whatsoever, and I gotta work tomorrow, so I won't be eating out again. I'm noticing how much money I save when I ain't spending $30 3 times a week, $100. I'm crying about why I can't pay a bill. Yeah, we get ready to cut that out. Holla at your boy. I only don't spend maybe twice a week, maybe even once a week. I'll go out and I'll spend bringing that kind of money. Not anymore, man. Gotta be more careful with my money. I'm a single guy. I don't have no women paying for my bills and all that stuff. So I got to spend my money wisely. Cause I got to live the way I want to live. And here it is. I'm pulling it out the plastic. Matari. Atiel Matari. So let's get it. And since I can't even talk about it because for Granica don't even have it on the joint. I mean, I ain't gonna say that. I'm sorry. Lucky Scent don't have it. Just go back. Materi. Black oregano emerges from the bold tension and raw suspended between shadow and light. Oregano, dark and sun scorched, invokes the feeling of tan leather, fierce and primal and alive. Okay? An intense, nuanced, extrait du perfume that reflects Mason's ethos. Mason must be the homeboy whose house this is. This was made by Celine Perdriel, and on the way home, looked at some videos with, of course, my main man, my only trusted main man besides E-Dot and maybe somebody else, is my main man. Y'all know his name, Mr. Perfume. Y'all know his name. He the only guy I would listen to. He had all these. He actually ranked this number 11. He gave this honorable mention. But when he first started talking about it, he was acting like he really liked it. Or he's talking like he really liked it. But when he did his countdown with this house, the Tilly Materi, man, he was like, yo. Now, he had them all, but I'm not sure if he had all the... Yeah, he did. That's right. He was showing every bottle. You know, I'm talking about Sebastian Zera. He showed all the bottles he had. So I know if he want to get some free bottles, I don't mind. I'm not sure if he bought every one of them bottles at $300. I don't know. Yes, Kakaya Porcelain is good, but I like this more. Kakaya Porcelain was basically almost it was just too gourmandy. You know what I mean? It was okay, but it was too gourmandy with me. But I was surprised I like this just because it starts out with lime, rosemary, and cardamom. Middle notes, oregano, vetiver, and Australian sandalwood. And you know I like Australian sandalwood, any sandalwood. Then we got argan wood, leather, patchouli, and ladanum. Man, this thing, boy, when I sprayed this, what's up? When I sprayed this joint, and this is the top of the box. When I sprayed this, man, I was like, look, I got to have it. And we had been smelling for like maybe an hour. All of a sudden, Rod said, do you smell this right here? I said, well, no, I ain't know anything about that. I thought that was one of them bogus houses that he had, because he got some bogus houses sitting around the shop. I mean, he does that. I mean, the people who like bogus stuff, that I ain't gonna say bogus, I'll just say designer and kind of knockoff fragrances, they're not looking at this channel anyway, so it don't matter. It's not gonna hurt his sales. But when it comes to the real juices, Man, here we go. All right. So let's get it. We're gonna take off the top here. This is X-Straight 50 mil. 50 mil X-Straight. Holla at your boy. Beautiful bottle. Interior right there. This is not a tester. This is the real deal. Wipe my finger off that bad boy. As you can see, I'm actually looking at myself on the other laptop. I mean, my other phone. And bam. And this thing is just, it was amazing to me. Because I'll just say, I never smelled anything like this. I mean, again, but what we're going to do is, while we're looking at that, I'm going to go and get Basilica. I'm going to go and grab Basilica. Because if anything going to be as green as this, because the oregano and the rosemary that Basilica has in it, and I can't think of another one I have that has this rosemary note, that I just think that, man, these not going to be close because it's kind of different. The oregano and rosemary are two different things. And again, we realized that we got that pizza smell. Now, I could bring out the bread. I'm going to try to put this plastic back on, by the way. I could bring out the bread from what's the name of the joint? Bread, the Sitting Wood joint, bread and something. That has that rosemary type vibe. I'm going to bring that out for a comparison as well. All right, but hold on. It's important that I get this plastic back over top of this box. And y'all can continue to chat between each other. And by the way, when I did that 6 spray the other day, because my man Rob came through and laid $20 on me, so he got 4 sprays. And Miss Boop gave me $20, so that was 2 sprays. So I put all of them together. I took 4 ouds. I did that video already. I did 4 ouds, and then I did my fragrance and dark vanilla. It came out pretty good. I thought it was gonna be a stank house. No, man, them 5 came through good. So again, I want to thank RJ for coming through and donating and letting me spray a little something, put a couple dollars in my pocket. I'm going to start a Patreon very soon. Because everybody else is getting paid on YouTube. I ain't getting a goddamn dime for doing these long videos. So we get ready to cut out the free stuff. And I'm going to let y'all know. Get ready to cut out the free stuff. And I will be doing Patreon. Because I want to get paid like everybody else. I don't want to be on here doing hour videos, and ain't getting a doggone dime. So, yeah, this probably be my last video. And the rest of my videos will be on Patreon. So, if y'all want to see it, brother, unfortunately, whether you come or not, you're going to have to pay. All right? I put a lot of energy in these contents, man. Standing up here with you guys and smelling fragrances and all that stuff. And I just think I got to stop doing it for free. So, yeah, them free days are over. And, you know, it is what it is. But that's about what's about to happen. Now, let's get to, plus I picked up like 40 more subscribers. I think most of them from overseas. My man RG who gave me that, RG done donated about $30 already. Yeah, he gave me 20 the other day for the sprays, and he gave me 10 for another request I made. So yeah, my man Griffin, RG. Good looking out, RG, when you see this video, bro. Thank you, man, for the donations. I appreciate you. No doubt. And I just met him not too long ago. Anyway, but we talked on the phone yesterday. We had a good conversation, so it's nice talking to him as well. We talked for about an hour. So again, Reg, appreciate you, brother. Nice talking to you yesterday. All right, so we're going to go with black oregano. And then we're going down here, and we're going to grab Basilica. Okay, Basilica. I can't think of any other dip that has that vibe. So we're going to grab Basilica. I forgot. You remember? I'm looking at the joint on my other phones. Let me start this one back up. All right. Bada bing, bada boom. Bada bing. And bada bop. Now here we go. So yeah. So now I can see everything. Bam. My man putting out that geoengineering, man. They keep sending storms to us, man. Try to shut us down. Couldn't find another virus to mess with us, so they just throwing storms at us. Check out my man geoengineering. He'll tell you all about what they're doing. But in the meantime, we're going to spray these juices while they're playing around with the weather. All right? Because my man said, he who controls the weather controls the world. And that was the same guy who said, I'm going to keep the black man voting Democrat forever. That's the same guy. Find out who said that. All right, anyway. Now, I think the other one, oh yeah, the bread and chestnuts. Let me grab that. Bread and chestnut. And I'm going to Cinepalooza this year. Not Scent Explorer. I'm going back to Cinepalooza. I thought they had stopped doing it. So I can't wait till Cinepalooza open back up. I will be there, heaven willing. Cinepalooza. I'm not a Scent Explorer guy. I want to be out in the street having dinner and going up Soho streets and going into different shops. I want to do that. I don't want to be in no factory. It's locked in a factory. I done paid $100 to be locked in a factory all day. Not going to happen. And I'll get to eat. Cinepalooza, much better. All right, so here we go. So now we have black oregano, we got basilica, and then we have bread and chestnut. So let's go ahead on and spray it on, okay? Let's go ahead, let's do what we got to do. Somebody got to do it. We're going to spray black oregano first, and that's going to be on the right forearm, right here. And then right there. Okay? Bam, bam, bam. Three-piece hit a quitter right there. Look at that oils. That is so crazy because that vetiver is really messing with those oregano. This joint almost smells like a hoagie. I ain't gonna front, yo. And y'all know I don't eat meat. So it's not a meat hoagie. It smells like a vegan hoagie. That is just so wild, man. This joint smell like food, yo. This joint smells like food. I'm hungry. I'm ready to eat some reserve hummus right now. Right now. That's non-GMO, by the way. We don't play around with that. You know what I mean? That's how we do. USDA organic. Yeah, that's how vegans eat. Anyway, man, look at it. The Australian sandalwood is starting to kick in and make it pop off. Y'all better stop playing with me. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. Now I know that basilica is not going to smell like that. Basilica is going to smell like a tomato leaf, but it's still going to have the same vibe. Look at this top. This top is heavy as crap, man. No, look at the top. Oh, man, look. I might try to save some money and get that chocolate joint y'all talking about. Or maybe not. I want to get something different. I don't want to wear stuff everybody else wear. That's why I bought this. Because I know ain't none of y'all be got this. Ain't none of y'all be got this. No, y'all ain't none of y'all be got that. And don't go looking for it and go and get a sample and say y'all got it. No. Ain't none of y'all be got that. Don't even play with me. Don't play with me. Now let's spray the basilica, which we know what this is. It's tomato leaf, but it also has a great rosemary. The rosemary note is crazy. So let's see if we can try to look up a fragrance. Now that we in this thing, maybe I can try to find another fragrance. I mean, basilica, I'm trying to tell y'all, for the money, man, y'all can sit there and buy all the expensive stuff acting like y'all ballers. Basilica. All that stuff, y'all can do that all day. Go ahead, do that. I mean, I spent $5,000 on flippity flop. Man, basilica cost me $130, and this thing is my second bottle. Man, please. I wish I would. Be spending $500 on something everybody else buy. Not doing it, man. Not gonna do it. Okay, well, I'm glad they sell it, but do you got it? Because that joint is bombing. I mean, I see you talked about it, so I assume that you you probably heard of it, of course. You said you heard of it. Basilica. So now I just got to type. I got to type everything into a Google search to get what I want to smell. Basilica. I can't go to the site no more and just type it in. I got to doggone type the whole goddamn thing in and then click on the goddamn link to get to the goddamn site. Because for Grand could decide they want to change everything up and doing some old craziness. Aromatic, woody, fresh, spicy, amber, They tonic, smoky, and balsamic. I'm telling you, it's not as smoky. It's not as smoky, dokey, smoky. But, yo, now check out these notes. Here we go. And there's Verlaine colors. All right, so here we go. Here we go. I know y'all looking it up because if y'all ride with me, y'all know y'all should be already on the lookup. Thyme and rosemary. So we know both of these have the rosemary in it. Both of them had the rosemary in it. All right? But there's two different vibes. There's two different vibes. This, one more time. I just can't get enough of it, man. I can't get enough of this oregano. It has oregano. That has thyme. This is oregano. And this is thyme. All right? Plus incense, milk, labdanum. So does this. Labdanum. Doesn't have the incense on the milk. Virginia cedar, woody notes, and cypriol. Cypriol, nargamantha is close to oud. This has oud. This has nargamantha. That's what I said. When I smell like, man, they kind of close. They're really kind of close. I mean, I'm going back and forth right now to the arm. Look at me. Look at the reflection. Going back and forth in the arm. All right, so now let's cut the chase and spray this bread. Bread and what? Bread and chestnut, which actually smells like pizza dough. So let's spray it. Again, I gotta come out of this goddamn search thing for Granica because it don't work anymore. And if I put bread and chestnut in here, it won't look up nothing. It'll just sit here looking stupid while I'm waiting for it to do something. Look at it, not doing anything at all. Thing that's sitting here looking stupid. You know, goddamn sense why they messed this up. They went and did something new. I don't know, maybe somebody hacked into it or something. I don't know what they did, but for the most part, I can't just get it for Granica on my laptop. Maybe it's my laptop. Okay, maybe I don't know. Let me sign in. Let me see. Maybe I ain't signed in. I don't know. I'm getting around every place else with no problem. Let's see. Not that it really bothers me. I should have just kept on doing what I was doing. I keep forgetting the goddamn passwords to these goddamn means. Forgot password. Now I got to go to 25 reparations. And it never sends me the numbers. I be sitting there waiting for the number to come through. We ain't doing that. Next. All right, so check your device for 84. I'll never be able to check because it ain't going to never send it. We're not going to send it. I don't know if it's my phones. I don't know what's going on, man. It's always technical problems over here. But there are no technical problems in the studio, so that's all we need to find out. So now let's back out of this one and type in for Granica again. But now I got to type in bread and chestnuts. Bread and chestnuts. Bread and chestnut. Breath of God just came up. I bought Breath of God. Lush made that. Or Gorilla Perfumes. Weird scent. But I had it, but now I sold it. And I ain't know it was worth all the money I sold it for. Breath of God was really one of them joints that was really popping off. And I sold it too soon. Warm, spicy, amber, woody, aromatic, nutty, balsamic, vanilla, fresh spices, and powdery. Okay? Okay. I'm definitely not buying that bottle. Even though it's $2.45 for, I mean, shoot. Pay more than what's called. They sell it. Okay. Let's check out the notes on bread. Wheat, chestnut, sandola wood. So we got sandalwood in here. We don't have wheat or chestnut. Tonka bean, cardamom, rosemary. We have rosemary in here. And then we have cyan, benzoin, molybdenum, which is basically kind of the same as labdanum, and patchouli is in here as well. So that's how they all got their same kind of thing, They kind of smell like the same but they variations. I like having variations. I just sprayed this, bread and chestnut. The thing about the bread and chestnut is that cyan, benzoin, and molybdenum gets you that nice sweet thing with the tonka bean. It's really nice. It's really nice. I don't know if I'll buy a whole bottle of this, but you get that Yamin. You get that Yamin on the Yamin, on the holiday boy with the Yamin. But it's different. So all three of these have the rosemary note. I think all of them kind of have the labdanum, note. The sandalwood is definitely in. The sandalwood is definitely in the in black oregano, but I don't think it was any sandalwood. There it is. I knew it was gonna fall on the ground because it was sliding. Because that top is real slickery. That top is slickery. Put it right there. I want both of them to be together because they're cousins. All right. Basilica. All right. Let's see if we get a commonality note with sandalwood in here because it does have woody. All right, there you go. So this does have woody as well. I'm telling you, these are cousins. These are straight cousins. They all cousins, and I like the fact that they're cousins. I do. Yep, it has woody notes and it has Virginia cedar. So these are close. Different variations. Only the basilica has the milk, but it has a labdanum. And this has a labdanum, and black Afghano has labdanum. So these are really close together. I like it. I like to buy things that don't smell the same, but I also like to make sure that I remember what I have in my collection when I go out here and I'm spending these dollars. But you best believe I am doing that. When I go out, I got Fragranica on hype. I got all the Lucky Scent on hype. I'm ready to go. I'm not going out here to waste no money. It ain't going to happen. But I am going out here to smell spectacular and make the cage look even more spectacular. So we're about to pop this up in the cage up top. We're going to keep the box right there. We're going to sit on top of the box. Let's see where we're going to put it. Can we put it? I don't want to move the Suspiros. I don't want to move the Suspiros up there, but I might have to do it. I might have to move the Suspiros. And then put this next to, of course, Frederick Mall. You see now, I can't push anything back to get it. I can't put Frederick Mall up here. Now I can put these side to side like that. I can go, okay, Frederick Mall and black oregano. Yes, as far as I'm concerned, yes, that would be a Yami. That would be, yes, I can see myself doing it. But I think I got a little room over here where the Perfumology boutique bottle is. So we take that and then we can put the box over here because we got boutique. Hold on, here's another one. Hold up, wait a minute. Italian leather, which is another one that has a tomato note. So let's see what we can get out of Italian leather. Let's see, let's spray this. Because it might have, no, Italian leather is way out the box. Italian leather is just so out the box. It doesn't even smell like basilica, even though they both have tomato leaf notes. Nah, man. Have you heard of Boadicea Victoria's 1907? I have not. I heard of Boadicea, of course. But, don't buy that because Boadicea is actually a clone brand now. So I don't know if you want to buy it. You might, if you bought that Victoria's 1997, it probably smells like Sauvage. So I'll be very careful to buy a Boadicea Victoria's because some people have been saying it as a clone house. So be careful. Did you buy that already? How much you spend for it? You might have to take it back because it smells like Sauvage. That's what I was told. I'm just telling you what I told. I'm just telling you what I was told. Okay? Now, let's type in for Granica. And then let's type in Italian leather. And see if we got some Italian. Yeah, take that back, man. That's probably a clone. Make sure, yeah, I bought it, but it smells like a better God of Fire. Okay. Oh, so that means it's a God of Fire clone. No. We got them guys here. We got the Boadicea Victorious clone guys here. Yeah. I don't see y'all saying nothing to my man. I don't see y'all saying nothing to him about his 1907. Tell him about the clone thing. Tell him about the clone thing. Okay, so now, but you say it smells like a better God on Fire. That means it's a clone of God on Fire. You said Boadicea is a clone house. Okay, there you go. So there you go. Hey, my man, don't spend your money on a clone house. Just go buy God on Fire. There you go. Other than that, you buying the Clone House stuff from Bodicea. Don't do that. Waste all your money on Clone House. Man, shoot. You did what we talking about my man who came here and said, yeah, I bought it, but it smells better. You address him, bro. You address Boley Ronan. You're talking with him. You're talking with Boley Roland. You telling Boley Roland that Bodicea Boley Roland, the 1907 is the same, is a clone of God on Fire. Yeah, you said it. You said it. You just said it, bro. Well, you said it last week 5 times. Italian leather. All right, let's go. Y'all gonna stop playing with me. Y'all ain't paying me. I'm gonna say whatever I want to say now till we get to Patreon. It's gonna be a whole different vibe when we get over there. So anyway, aromatic, amber, green, vanilla, powdery, balsamic, fresh, spicy, animalic, and sweet. All right. Don't buy that Clone House stuff, my man. That's true. You spend $500 for a Clone House. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. You're wasting all that money on the Clone House fragrance. I know you didn't know. I just found out. I just found out from my Clone House people that, yeah, Bodicea is a Clone House for everything. So, yeah, be careful. I mean, shoot. Don't do that. You probably paid $1,900 for the 1907 just to get a clone. All right, here we go. All right, so let's get Lucky Scent. Let's see what we got here for the notes on Italian leather. Tomato leaf, leather vanilla. Again, more tomato leaf. We got labdanum, we got galbanum, and orris root. Then we got leather, we got sandalwood. So the only thing that's keeping this from smelling and being a distant cousin from the other two is that constant tomato leaf. If it had less tomato leaf, this would dang near smell like bread and basilica and homeboy up there. Right there, that one right there. It would kind of smell like those. I bet you Bodicea got a tomato leaf clone. Let's look it up. We're going to look it up. Bodicea Victorious. Let's type that in there. Go back out. Y'all said y'all playing with me. Y'all done took away my hunger now. Y'all took away my hunger. Thank you, Big Money, for coming through, man. You new to me, man. I never saw you here before. Man, like, subscribe, and share, man. We have fun here. Bougie Ronan. Yo, subscribe, man. I'm going to be moving to Patreon soon. But look here. In the meantime, hit me with a y'all mean. Hit me with a like and a y'all mean. And maybe you'll keep me over here doing this for free. Because I want some money. Time me to start getting some money. Start getting paid. Like everybody else. Like Bowtie and them. Getting $5,000 checks a week. I'm sitting over here doing all kinds of nice stuff, trying to goddamn make it nice, trying to keep y'all away from them phonies. Now I can't get a dime. He getting $5,000 a week. Unbelievable. I don't get it. But look here. That ain't about to happen no more. I'm going to get paid, baby. Let's go. Let's go to Bodicea for Granica Bodicea and see if we can find some Italian leathers in here. Bodicea. Shoot. Playing with me. They have a Baldia Freak clone, Blue Sapphire was their first clone. It was a clone of a rabbit fragrance. Okay, well, what's the Baldia Freak joint? What is that? Poor brother. Gonna put his whole life into his fragrances, and then you got other brothers talking about his doing his clones. Anyway, what we got here? Well, let's see the Victorious. Michael Bodie. I still got love for you, brother. I got love for you, Michael Bodie. My main man. Because he done took it over. They done took it over. Look at it. They ain't even mention his name in here. Don't even say Michael Bodie was the originator of this brand. Nope. But we got the perfumist Christian Provenzano. Y'all stepping on his head because he's a major dude. All right, y'all gonna keep playing. 1907 popped up the first one. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what 1907 is a clone of again. Because then we just go down there and see what they say it smells like, right? Amber, musky, powdery, warm, spicy, aromatic. Y'all got me hyped over here. I like getting hyped. Y'all know I like to get hyped. Woody, citrus, fresh, spicy, soft, spicy, and sweet. Okay, now let's go down and see what the notes are. Probably smell just like Sauvage. All right, let's see what we got. Compared to Sauvage. Lemon, cardamom, cinnamon, and pepper on the top. Nutmeg, violet, cashmere, and sage in the middle. And 1907 has musk, amber, tobacco, tonka bean, benzoin, cedarwood, and moss on the base notes. So let's go down and see what a lot of people say this smells like. You can buy this fragrance, 100 ml, for $380. Okay? And various places and whatever, and let's get it. Now, let's see. Designer Bodhi, we got that. Let's see what people say this clone like. Let's see. We're rolling down here for Granica. Oh, here we go. God on Fire is number one. God on Fire is another one by Stephen Humbert. Well, I'm not surprised that Stephen Humbert, who came from, you know where he came from. He made Nur. And, you know, they still had Nur there. But when he left the house of, what's their name? It's not the house, Soud. When he left Soud, he took Nur with him and then made Soul DJ Soul DJ. And that's the same as Nur. So he just take that formula with him. But obviously, it looks like Stephen Humbert was over there messing around at Bodicea and then came and made God on Fire as a knockoff. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Somebody who worked with Stephen Humbert with God on Fire went to Bodicea and said, yo, let's clone that, dog. Let's clone that. Come on, dog, let's clone that. And that's what happened. So it smelled like that. It smelled like Narcotica, Lemonati. Let's see what else we have. Porthole, Mango Ice. It smells. Somebody says it smells like Mango Ice. The most votes that actually got on fire in Lemonati by. I do want to buy a Narcotica one day when I can afford it. Let's find some on the really low end. It says like Cosmo Rada's Harrod. Not everybody agree on that. So like God on Fire is the clone. I'm sorry. $380, 1907 is a clone of God darn Stephen Humbert's juice. God on Fire. Ain't that something? Now let's see, this fragrance net has this 1907 for the unbelievable price. They're the sample kits again. I still want to give me another sample set. I got the Sapphire collection. All right, let's go. What's the name of that joint again? 1907. Let's scroll down. Yo, Lucky Scent don't even have 1907. Oh, you know why? Oh, they realized it was a clone. Oh, we can't carry that. We're Lucky Scent. We can't carry a clone on God on Fire. We'll never sell that. Bodicea been cloning OG. Get out your feelings and accept it. Nope, not going to happen. Michael Bodicea don't clone, even though he's not there anymore. Now, Fragrance Net has 1907 supposedly for $509, which is a clone of God on Fire. Well, let's see what we got here. Fragrance Net. Victorious, 1907, is selling for $783, and that's a Fragrance Net. I don't know who would buy stuff on Fragrance Net. I know a lot of y'all do, though. Fragrance Net for $783.99. Tax on that 6%. 6% of 8 is $48. So roughly we talking about $800. But with the coupon, which you can activate, you can buy for $509. So what Bodicea did was, they was like, yo, let's just go make a clone. Let's go make a clone of go make a clone of God on Fire. But then after we make that clone of God on Fire, let's sell it for $783. I mean, just automatically price ourselves out of the clone. Don't even get close. At least we know. Come on now. Let's keep it real. At least we know that God on Fire, okay? That God on Fire, come on now. That God on Fire, let's go and see how much that costs. Because I want to figure out Bodicea is going to price themselves out of a fragrance that smells like the other fragrance. They're going to go $783 and say, we'll find some dummies that don't know that 1907 basically smells like God of War. Or what's it called? God Gibbity Gop? God of Gibbity Gook? So let's get it. let's find out how much the famous God on Fire smells by Mr. I'm gonna take all my sauces from So Oud and take them over and make them on my own line. Yeah, Stephen Humbert, how much is this? Oh, I don't understand at all. It don't make no sense for them to sell God on Fire, fruity, tropical, citrus, fresh, spicy, blah blah blah. So what they're gonna do is, Jomas. No, let's go Lucky Scent. Lucky Scent is the actual retail place. God on Fire, as a 50 mil, costs $255. So these freaking geniuses at Bodicea said, you know what? If we make a clone of this, call it 1907, and charge 3 times the price, they'll buy it from us. And they will not buy God of Fire for $255. No, let's do it. Y'all ready? Yeah, high five. Bam, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go do it. Let's make a fragrance, price ourselves out by 3 times the making of a friggin' copy. Yeah, really? All right, I've had enough. All right, so anyway, let's talk about tomato. A far distance covered because of tomato leaf. If it wasn't so much tomato leaf in here, it would be pretty close to bread, or be pretty close to what you call them, because it has leather in it too. Now, Basilica is a good company when it comes to bread, because bread smells like pizza. This smells like kind of like a tomato pizza, and Homeboy up there smells like a tomato pizza with with no tomatoes on it. You feel me? No one priced themselves out. They made money. Really? So, wow. They got my man to spend they got him to spend $700. Well, let's say they got him to spend $500. All right. They got him to spend $500 when he could have bought 2. All right. So, okay. Well, check it out. Okay. All right. Here we go. Let me rationalize this to make it make sense to me, because I'm getting hungry. I need some of my reserve and my God doing Sabra immediately, because y'all getting on my nerves. Is 100 mil of that 1907 would be is $509 on sale. $255 and $255 is basically $509, right? So, God of Fire retail price 50 mils $255. You can buy 2 God of Fires, my main man. What's his name again? You should have bought 2 God of Fires, right? That's what you should have did. Where my man at? He done left. Man, don't run from these guys, man. Bougie Ronin. You should have bought 2 God of Fires instead of that one 1907. Because that way, you would have had 2 nice looking bottles of God on Fire, and you had 1 big giant circle of friggin' 1907. Now, which one would I buy? Even if I liked them, what would I do? Would I buy 2 God on Fires because I need 100 mil, I really like it? Or would I buy 1 clone of God on Fire because it got a nice bottle and got the gold tab and all that stuff? I would buy that for $500. 100 mil. Which one am I buying? I'm about to Bodicea. If I'm gonna spend $500 for 100 mil, ain't no need for me buying 2 God of Fires for 400 mil for the same price. I like the Bodicea bottle. Well, I mean, come on, man. We see all these guys showing their collections. They got 27 Bodicea bottles. The average Bodicea bottle in that particular frame of mind, when it comes to the circle, we're talking about at least what? No lower than 4, 5? And then y'all go look at these phonies up here buying these empty bottles, these leftover bottles that don't have anything in them, might got that much in them. They buy them for fragrance net and whatsoever, and throw in a row. They got $10,000 worth of Bodicea. I don't know what this guy was. He got a beard, man. He like a freaking bum. I don't know. He's wearing a t-shirt like his beard wasn't shaved, like a bum. He got 25 Bodiceas on the top of his shelf. 25. I'm exaggerating. Maybe if he had 10. That means he got $6,000, $7,000, maybe $8,000 of Bodicea clone juice, mind you. He has 12 bottles Minimum price $500. So that's $60,000 or $6,000 of Bodicea because they're clones, right? I'm just gonna keep it real. I'm just trying to rationalize this. I'm a rational guy. Look, I'm in telling the guy, man, I went to the best school in Philly. I could have been a scientist, a doctor, whatever I wanted to be. I ended up being a musician and a great musician at that, and a Grammy member. But what I'm saying is, he had all them bottles up there that are clones, and it was all full to the brim. But he had a T-shirt on, and it didn't even have a Mary on it. It didn't have Rude on it. It didn't have nothing on it. He had a Under Armour T-shirt on with 12 bottles of Bodicea on his top shelf. Somebody talk to me. And let's not forget, Bodicea is a clone house. But this guy had 12. Look, go find a guy. Look up no shaving guy with an Under Armour black T-shirt on with the neck all wrinkled up. Look him up. And look at the Bodicia's bottles he got on the top of his joint. He got lined up like here. He got them lined up. He spent $6,000 on the clone house. Y'all need to leave me alone and go talk to him. Cause I ain't buy no Bodicea for that much. You know what I mean? Let the man have his 3 mil of clone. It's a clone house. Okay, that's fine. Why you keep saying it? You keep saying the same thing, bro. We already heard you say that. All right? Evening. Center of the day will be Sarencorn. Sarencorn? Well, let's look it up. Cause I'm here. I'm gonna eat 8. Y'all got 10 more minutes. I gotta eat. I don't like eating late. And I got work tomorrow. All right, let's look up Sarencorn. Sarencorn, they look like that might be popping off. Sarencorn. I don't see nobody in the comments down here saying that it's a clone house. Spent $1 million on 1907, and it's not a clone house. That's exactly, see, that's what she said. She said this is not a clone house fragrance. Okay, I'm gonna read this and then I'm gonna leave it alone. This is the last person to say something. 124.26, which is bam, last week. I spent 2 days downplaying this fragrance after a blind buy discontinued. This is 1907 now. Before I actually sprayed it. Blind bought it. Blind bought this bad boy. Now I don't know if he bought the whole bottle, because it looked like I see something about a spray. No, he didn't. No, he bought it. So Silencer 1 on fragrance is rich. He bought it blind. He blind bought this joint. Okay? He blind bought it. That's okay. No, it's my channel. I can rant if I want. If you don't want me to rant or blah, you know what it is. I'm saying. This man came on and said what his scent was of the day, and I want to mention to him that there's some people here who say Bodicea clone is a clone house. He came here with the fragrance. I wouldn't even have mentioned it if my man wouldn't have mentioned he was wearing that fragrance 1907. I probably wouldn't even went where I'm going. But since he came here, and I know some of y'all clone talkers was here, I figured I'd just introduce him to these are people who say what you bought for what you spent for is a clone house, sir. Okay? There you go, sir. Now, Silencer 1 said on January 24th, 2016 at 6 o'clock in the morning, 6:07 in the morning, he woke up. I just spent 2 days downplaying the fragrance at the blind buying it discontinued. He downplaying it, right? 2 days downplaying it before I actually sprayed it because he heard it was a clone house. Okay, no, I just added that. Just smelling it off the atomizer, I was somewhat underwhelmed, actually, as I thought it smelled pretty pedestrian off the atomizer. Maybe like a clone house fragrance, I don't know. Day 3, no, he said TBH, to be honest, that's what he said. On day 3, I finally decided to test it with a single $67 spray from the bottle. As we know, you divide, so he paid $670 for that bottle. That means every spray is roughly, the way he sprays, $67 a spray, right? Let's get it. Once I smelled it, actually atomized onto the skin, all I can do is say, yeah, unto itself, 1907 is a 9 out of 10, just based on the quality and the blending alone. I mean, quality-wise, and in the air, it just smells amazing. Although it does drive down to a very common but slightly elevated Abroxan style scent. but it transitions so smoothly throughout each stage of its lifespan that I can't really imagine it being much more crowd pleasing DNA than this, unless it's a clone. Now, on the 19th of January, not February yet, 19th of this month, at 8:15, Def the Kid, a Venice abuser, Def the Kid paying almost $1,000 just to smell like a bottle that's worth $150 is crazy to me. With how similar GOF, which is God of Fire, is to this, it's not even worth buying. It's not even worth it to try BDV, but to each his own. Now, obviously, Def the Kid is about to have an affair one. Def the Kid and a Venice abuser about to have a fair one. All right, so here we go. Y'all remember fair one? If y'all used to fight back in the day, give me a fair one, cuz. Let's go. Let's give me a fair one, bro. You know, we still can be friends after this, but you said something about my freaking fragrance. We gotta have a fair one. Let's get it. There you go. Let's have a fair one. All right. Def the Kid, do below saying this is just God of Fire is bugging. This is Def the Kid, but he actually spent $670. So he gotta come hard, right? Opening is similar, sure, but God of Fire don't touch this. Okay. All right. So abuser, they're gonna have a fair one. This is just, hold on, I gotta make sure I'm in sync with what's going on. Okay. So let's just go back. Let's just look when the fair one is about to get started, okay? Because these two wanted for Def the Kid. I'm going back to Def the Kid. Because I think Def the Kid is the one that bought it. So I'm going all the way down, and then we moving on. I gotta eat. Y'all ready? All right. Y'all should be following me for granted, because y'all might learn something. You know what I mean? But that's all right. I got it. That's what I'm here for. This is what I don't get paid for. All right, here you go. On 12/29/25, which is December, which is right after that day y'all like to call Christmas, he bought this. Absolutely beautiful. Very similar to God on Fire for first couple of hours. But if God on Fire had a way better quality and blend, right? The dry down, though its own unique scent, only 1907 has. Fruitiness tones, down with amber and light spices for a company smell anyone with the nose would be blessed to whiff of. You can complain about the price, but I got this less than 100 mil LV, which y'all probably love some LV. Y'all probably smelling Louis Vuitton's butt right now for that garbage Ambra or whatever the heck it is. I would never buy no for no freaking LV. Anyway, I got this less than 100 mil LV, which is not too difficult to find. I'd still pay $500 for it if I had to. Now, my man doing his thing. He just talking about his fragrance. Mind his business. Mind his business. Mind his business. The 1907. Oh, that's the Neiman Marcus joint. Oh, get out of here. There's another guy. We're not gonna talk about him. We talking about them having a fair one. This is just a Venice abuser. This is just God of Fire rebottled. Not talking about 90% close, not 90%. It's 100%. Just get God of Fire. Okay, it's about to go down. It's about to go down. Because Def the Kid is getting ready to get in his drawer. Hold up, I need a napkin for this. It's about to go down. It's about to go down. It's about to go down to Fragranica. Oh man, I had to go blow my nose. I had to give me a tissue for this rumble. This is gonna be a rumble of the genre. Yo, is anybody watching that fight, man? I mean, I don't like that boy, man. I never like Shakur. By the way, we talking about fighting. I might as well talk about the fight tonight. Shakur, I don't like Shakur, and I'm not paying to watch it either. I don't like Shakur, right? Come on, man. You should have came with a more original line. I can't stand when people say that. You can't make this up, man. Come on, dog. Make up your own line. You gotta make up your own line. Play it with me. I don't cop lines. You never hear me say anything you hear people saying in the media whatsoever. I got my own lines. Like holla at your boy 100 rod bars and bars. You can't make this up. I'm so tired of hearing people say that. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. Just stop. Gosh. Be original. Just be original. Anyway. This is just got a fire rebottle. Not talking about 90% close, 99, but 100% just get got a fire. So Def the Kid, who spent his loot on this, said, do below saying this has got a fire is bugging. Opening is similar, but got a fire, don't touch this. Okay, let's keep on going. They both got their hands up now, they slap boxing. Y'all remember we used to slap box, right? Especially you as friends, man. You just want to check out your skills. You want to check out your skills, so you slap box your ball, man, till it's ready for you to go around the corner, and then you got to rumble the gang down in North Philly. Y'all wouldn't know anything about that. Y'all probably ran the house. Anyway, now, we going down. Hold up. Somebody else done kicked in. Renamera City kicked in. Do below is right kind of capping. Hold on. Do below. Now, do below saying this is good. Okay, do below. This is Renamera City is kicking in now. On the 16th. That's 2 days after Def the Kid said do below is bugging. It does not smell like God of fire. It doesn't touch it. Now, do below is kind of right and kind of capping. It is very similar to God of Fire. Yes, this is better. Now, this is Renamana Seeds talking now. I have both these fragrances. Oh, he bought the clone and he bought the original. I wonder how much he spent. He had to spend at least $800. This is smoother, more refined than God on Fire, and slightly more candy sweet than God on Fire. Now, this guy got both bottles. He's a baller. Shot caller. Okay, here we go. Making a move. Abuser kicks back in and says, Def the Kid, paying almost $1,000 to smell like a bottle that's worth $150 is crazy to me, which is how God of Fire is to this. It's not even worth it to BDV. Not even worth to try BDV. Now, this is two people saying, yeah, they like the joint. They like the joint. But the one guy is saying, nah, dog, this joint is booty. This joint is booty. Then Sauxe came in out of nowhere. Sauxe came out of nowhere. Sauce's not even in. He ain't even watching the slap boxing. He ain't even watching the fair one. He just came out of nowhere to referee this thing. So right now we got a referee of one guy saying you might as well buy God of Fire. That's a Venice abuser. It's not even worth $150. Okay, that's Aventus. Just check out the name itself. Aventus abuser. He probably got 25 bottles of Aventus. Got the nerve to be talking about something. So let's go. He probably got $1,000 of Aventus. Because he's an abuser. It says Aventus abuser. That's what it says. In fact, this picture is 3 bottles of Aventus. And you want to listen to this guy? Let's go. So, that was the last thing. The fair one stopped after that. The fair one stopped on the 24th, where Sauxe came in to break the tie. Sauxe came in and said, look, not even close. The DNA is different. And bada bing, bada boom, is the holla at your boy. All right? So, 1907 is the joint. I believe 3 people other than one, especially a guy who has 3 bottles of Aventus talking. Unbelievable. All right? So, anyway, let's move on. In fact, let's move on to me get ready to eat. Look, it's been fun. Again, the rest of my videos will be on Patreon because I can't get paid on YouTube. They censored me a long time ago when I said the word vaccine, and they didn't like when I said what the vaccine was about, so they decided to demonetize me. And I still feel the same way about the vaccine. So it don't matter. But they can't do that to me on Patreon. So I'm going to Patreon and start setting my channel up because the most I ever got was $440, and it didn't make no difference anyway. So let me go over here like all the other hustlers and the panty droppers and the beast modes and the booty poppers and all them and go over here and get some of this money. Y'all go watch them for free. Y'all go watch them for free because that's what I'm going to send you now from now on. Go watch them people for free. Go watch all the booty popper, panty droppers, beast mode, whatever. Go watch them guys. Go watch yourself some bow tie and all them other phonies. Y'all go watch them. Enjoy yourself. You want to see me? You have to join my Patreon and bring some digits with you. Holla at your boy. RaJuR. Get ready to get my reserve seater on. And yeah. Smelling like, oh, yes. Bada bing, bada boom. Get the hand over there, man, so they can see what you're talking about. Bam. There it is. There it is. That joint is fire. I'm out. Holla at your boy. 100. RaJuR cool. Grammy member and more. Oh, limousine driver 2 times to Newark tomorrow. Taking a scientist to Newark, and I'm gonna take somebody else. Hopefully you tip me real good so I can go out and buy me a bottle of God on Fire. Not. Bye, boy.